Greetings. I hope you're doing well. In your screen is a country called Singapore in 1965. A country that was divided in tribe or alongside tribe. A country that was kicked out of Malaysia with no gold, with no oil, with zero arable land. Their leader cried on the national TV because they had nothing. But look, 60 years later. All I mean, Singapore got its independence in 1965. As we speak today, Singapore is one of the richest, safest, cleanest country in the world. Let me remind you something. Uganda got its independence before Singapore. We have the land, we have the minerals, we have the oil. They had nothing. But look at us today. Listen to this one. It's not about resources that Singapore triumphed above the challenges it had. It was about leadership. Singapore had discipline. We simply have dysfunction. They jailed corrupt ministers. We promote corrupt ministers. They planned 50 years ahead. We plan to steal every other 5 years. But I have some good news. It's not too late for us. Uganda can rise too, with new leaders, with a new culture, and a new contract with the people of the Republic of Uganda. Uganda doesn't need saviors. It simply needs a system. We don't simply need to change faces. We need to change the entire future. Listen to this one. When Singapore was kicked out of Malaysia in 1965, as I told you, they had nothing. A country without minerals, a country without an arable land, a very good land for farming, not like a country, Uganda. They had one thing, or their leader Lee Kuan had one thing. Their leader had a vision. They had discipline. And they had a leader who feared failure more than he feared losing power. Meanwhile, in Uganda, Uganda was a part of Africa indeed, full of rivers, coffee, sunshine, and that was our strength. But instead of planning for the progress, your leaders planned for power. They built walls around the State House instead of building roads to the hospitals. Singapore jailed ministers who stole public funds. We keep on promoting ministers who steal from the national coffers. Singapore built one of the best education systems in the world. We turned schools into gambling centers for exam grades with zero skills. Allow me to repeat this one. We turned schools into gambling centers for exam grades with zero skills. We are simply told to remember to cram with zero skills as we get out of school. Singapore rose by putting nation above tribe. Uganda is seeking because too many leaders only care about their tribe, their stomach, and their term in office. But this is what I say. Uganda is not cursed. We are simply being misled. We, the people, can choose a new path with one justice, with clean leadership, with results, but no excuses. Just like Singapore, we can become the startup capital of East Africa. I said just like Singapore, we can build a modern transport and give every family a safe house. Yes, we can. Remember, we are much richer than them. Like Singapore, we can make honesty and truth our new currency. But first, we must remove those who have turned our public offices into private businesses. This is our time, not to copy the West and not to beg from the East, but to build our own Uganda, just like Singapore built itself from the scratches. We don't fear for the future. We fear more of the past. Let us rise, let us lead, let us build a new Uganda that we all yearn to get. In brief, the protest vote is around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. It's not simply a vote. This is a rig it and we rise. We're not simply going to count ballots in 2026. We're going there to count bodies, spirits and souls that will rise up to defend their rights. Protest vote, ladies and gentlemen, is a revolutionary vote. This time round, we are simply saying that as you take away, as you silence our power through the ballot, we're going to respond by our presence. We're going to respond by our feet. We are going to march in numbers, and we are going to take that you count to be your power. Ladies and gentlemen, as we head into the 2026 elections, I want to simply put it direct in your heads that we're not simply heading into a usual election. This is a rig it and we rise. Elections or casting our votes, that's going to be the beginning. This time round, we are sending a warning that mess with it and we get to rise. Plot to silence our power through stealing the ballots. We are going to respond by our feet. Peacefully. We are doing this within the confinements of the law. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are a peaceful revolution. Whatever we're going to do has its roots rooted deeper into the national constitution. We are doing this, ladies and gentlemen, come what may. If we don't do it, remember, nobody will come to do it for us. For God and my country, Uganda.